the 2017 Senior Night. First, we will be honoring our football players and managers. First, we have football manager Lisa Castro. She is the daughter of Gabriela and Efrain Castro Gonzalez, and the granddaughter of Historia and the late Francisco Castro, and the late Ricky and Maria Castillo Vallejo. Lisa has been a manager for 6 years and was part of the 2012 state runner-up and 2013 state championship team. Her future plans are to go to college and double major in athletic training and occupational therapy. She would like to receive her master's degree, get a job, find and marry the love of her life, and have one child. She would like to thank the coaches for the experience and the players for all of the laughs and fun. Lisa Castro. Our first football player is Bass Granger. He is the son of Randall and Linda Granger, and William and Jada Rand, and the grandson of Ed and April Granger, Connie Mills, and Rick and Rita McKee. He has been playing football for 15 years. His future plans include getting a master's degree in electrical engineering. After college, he plans to start a family on a piece of land and give them the best life possible. Bass Granger. Up next is Buster Jackson. Buster is the son of Andy and James Hobbs and the grandson of Pat and Tom Kupasaw. Buster has been playing football for 5 years. He plans to join the Marines, find the woman of his dreams, and settle down and get married. Buster Jackson. Our next football player is Kyle Jones. Kyle is the son of Leslie Seeley and the grandson of Nathan and Mary Seeley. Kyle has been playing football for 13 years and was on the 2013 state championship team. His plans are to go to college, find his dream girl, and be filthy rich so he can buy his mama mansion. Kyle Jones. Next is Dayton Mosier. Dayton is the son of Amy Mears and Dax Mosier. He is the grandson of Sherry and Steve Mears, Craig Mosier, and Suzette Eck. He's played football for 9 years. He was on the 2013 state championship team and 2015 district champion. He plans to attend college and become a wildlife biologist and settle down and marry his girlfriend, Destiny Foster. Dayton Mosier. Next is Curtis Osceola Jr. Curtis is the son of Terry Tartza and Curtis Osceola Sr. and the grandson of Terry Tartza and the late Jack and Maggie Osceola. He has been playing football for 14 years. Curtis was a member of the 2013 state champion team. He plans to go to college and play ball, then settle down and have a family. Curtis Osceola. Next is Eddie Perez. Eddie is the son of Maricela Lopez and Salicio Perez and the grandson of Delia Flores and Felipe Lopez and Martha Armendariz and Dolores Perez. He's played football for 12 years. Eddie plans to go to college and study engineering and marry his high school sweetheart and live happily ever after. Eddie Perez. Next is Ben Rolane. Ben is the son of Magdalene Rolane and the grandson of Gail Turbo Rolane and Frank Rolane. Ben has played football for 5 years and was a member of the 2013 state championship team. He would like to go to college and get a degree in civil engineering and move to Florida or Texas. Ben Lorraine. Next is Brayden Side. Brayden is the son of Matthew and Raylisha Side and the brother of Brittany Side. He's the grandson of Robert and Martha Side, Susie Whalen, the late James York, and adopted grandfather Billy York. Brayden has played football for 7 years. He received a Star Award for the Choctaw Tribe and was a member of the 2014 6A State Runner-Up football team. He plans to attend college and enter the ROTC program and become an officer in the U.S. Army. Brayden Side. Next is Teague Stan. Teague is the son of Adrian and Beryl Stans and the grandson of Lawrence and Wilma Stans and Daniel and Lisa Sifford. Teague has played football for 11 years and was a part of the 2013 state championship team. He plans to go to college and get a degree in mechanical engineering and then serve his country as a U.S. Marine. Teague Stan. Our last football player is Terry Woodward. He's the son of Kendall Wilhoit, Dre Highwalker, the grandson of Helen Wilhoit and Franklin Wilhoit. Terry has played football for 13 years and was on the 2013 state championship team. He plans to attend college and get a degree, get rich, and get everything for his parents. Terry Wilhoit. Ladies and gentlemen, the football seniors. Next, we would like to honor our cross-country seniors. And we want to say a big good luck in running in the state meet tomorrow. First tonight, we have Blaine Brower. Blaine is the son of Misty and Jason Brower and the grandson of Mike and Kitty Brower, Jamie Chittum, and Gabe and Peggy Chittum. He's been in cross country for 3 years. Blaine plans to attend OBU and pursue a degree in history and religious studies. One day, he would like to become a pastor at First Baptist Church Anadarko, just like Lynn Bellamy. Blaine Brower. Next is Adrian Labreda. Adrian is the son of Crystal Labreda and the brother of Joseph, Isaiah, Marcus, and Riley, and an uncle to Jeremiah. He is the grandson of Barnetta Labreda. He has been in cross country for 3 years. He's been to state all 3 years and has medaled at every meet this year. Adrian plans to attend college and earn a business degree and hopes to run cross country and play basketball. Adrian Labreda. Next is Martin Perez Ramos. He's the son of Dora and Martin Perez and brother of Quetzal Perez. He has been in cross country for 1 year. He plans to attend SWASU, a major in music, and get married. Martin Perez. Next is Anthony Isidro Reyes Jr. He is the son of Anthony Isidro Reyes Sr. and co-ed holder and the grandson of Israel Reyes, Mary Reyes, and Odette Holder. He's been in cross country for 4 years. He plans to attend college and get a degree in business and to go to Vodtech for photography and start a photography business. AJ Reyes! Next is Laura Ritchie. She is the daughter of Scott and Donna Ritchie, and the granddaughter of Ab and Nancy Ritchie, and the late Dorothy Ware. She's been in cross country for 6 years. She's been a state qualifier for the past 4 years, 5 academic athlete of the month, 300-mile club as a sophomore and junior, and 500-mile club as a senior. She has a total of 1,100 summer miles. She plans to attend college, find a career that she loves that allows her to live on the beach. Laura Ritchie. One final member tonight of cross country is Beverly Wood. She has a beautiful son, Quentin, and is the daughter of the late Mary Wood and Louis Nonai Jr. and Pearl and Milton Jr. Edge. She is the granddaughter of Ruby and Thomas Wood Sr. She has been in cross country for 1 year and contributed to the 2016 cross country academic state champion. She plans to graduate college and pursue a career in the medical field. She wants to give her son a life with no worries. Beverly would like to thank her aunt for being the best mom to her and her late mother for setting goals for her, and she hopes she is making her proud. Beverly Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, the state qualifying cross-country seniors. And again, good luck tomorrow at Oklahoma Baptist University. Now, we would like to honor our fast-pitch softball seniors. First, we have Mia Denise Atone. Mia is the daughter of Tammy Eckwater and the granddaughter of Juanita Atone and the late Baron Moore Atone, the late Betty Chalapaw, and the late Arnell Dean Eckwater. She has played softball for 1 year. Mia plans to attend Haskell Indian Nation University and study child care and development and earn a bachelor's degree. Mia Atone. Next is Elizabeth Paige Finney. She is the daughter of Stacy and Doyle Finney Jr. and the granddaughter of the late Corrine and Doyle Finney Sr. and Cheryl and Jerry Cooper. Beth has been a softball manager for 4 years and was a member of the 2014-15 district champ team. Her plans are to attend Baylor University and become an RN. After college, she plans to marry and start a family. She would like to thank her friends and family for pushing her to do her best. Everything she does for her grandma. And she knows grandma is smiling down on her. Elizabeth Finney. And our final softball senior is Paige Jackson. She is the daughter of Kit Jackson and Candace Ellis, and the granddaughter of Topper and Mary Jackson, and Alan and Sue Ellis. She has played softball for 13 years. She has won district 3 times, regionals once, and played in the state tournament. She plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and pursue a degree in pharmacy. Paige Jackson. And those are the senior softball players. And we would like to wish all our seniors good luck in all their future endeavors.
games last night, try to give you the newest up-to-date standings for the district. John Marshall leads now at 4-0 in the district. They're 7-1 overall. Lexington is, as we said, 3-0 in the district, 6-1 overall. Purcell is 3-1 and will be after this week since they're not playing anybody. They're 4-4 overall. Marlowe upped their record to 2-2 in district, 3-5 overall. The Warriors, as we said, was 1-2 in district, 3-4 overall. Bridge Creek fell to 1-4 in district, 1-7 overall. And the Comanche Indians are 0-5 in the district, 2-7 overall. As we said, tonight is the last home game for the Warriors in the regular season. They'll go on the road next week to Purcell, and then after that, it'll be the last game of the season. They'll be
direct your attention to midfield on the Warrior Field. We're blessed to have with us tonight, signing the national anthem. I'm sorry I didn't say it beforehand, but with us tonight, Mia Denise Oxone, senior at Andarko High School, daughter to Tammy Ekawati, and little sister to Sherika, Mylene, Mason, Malcolm, and Morgan Ekawati. She's also a proud member of the Delaware Nation Apache Comanche and Kiowa tribe. Faith Cozette is a sophomore at age. Yes, she's 16 years old and the daughter of Amy Rusty Cozette. She's the granddaughter of William and Joycette Elliott. She's a member of the AHS Warrior Marching Band, Indian Club, Dance Troop, Cross Country, and Track. She's known as she's a Kiowa and Cherokee tribal member. And 2016-2017 AHS Indian Club Precepts. Also with us, Isis Matthews is a sophomore at Andarko High School. Isis is a member of the Andarko High School Marching Band and the Color Club. She's also a 10-year member of the Andarko Public Schools Indian Education Dance Troupe. Isis is the daughter of Samuel Matthews and Monica Tuhatchett, and the granddaughter of Ben and Marilyn Tiger. Isis is Wichita, Kiowa, Comanche, Apache, and Cherokee tribal member. Isis is the reigning Wichita Tribal Princess for 2016 and 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for those young women who signed the national anthem tonight.
I think it's 3 miles. For the girls, it's 2, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a long haul, and it starts. Everybody starts off in mass of the boys division and then the girls division. We do wish them a lot of luck tomorrow, and congratulate them on their endeavors so far. But you've also got the band. The band seniors will be recognized at halftime, the cheerleaders, the managers, and of course the football team. So a number of people involved in the goings on tonight here. And it's also a pink out because you know something that started a few years ago. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there's a lot of pink around here tonight. And a very worthy cause to make sure people are aware of that particular issue. But let's take another break. We'll come back in a little bit with more pregame. We're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. 3. Well, I can lower the window to kind of kill some of the band. They're right along. And when they start playing, the cymbals are going. That's when the cymbals really come through. They are.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to one of the loudest and proudest high school
Whenever she was training again, it's like, see, at first she just said, see on.
We're glad to welcome you.
Last time I saw you, you were working at Keeners.
Yeah. Number 2,
Right.
Warriors. Number 4, Paydown Horse Gordon. Number 5, Trey Easton. Number 6, Cash number 7, Peter Sociola. Number 11, Leighton Mosier. Number 31, Ben Rowe. Number 44, Joseph Anderson. Number 50, Will Pollard.
Yeah, we're back. The captains are getting ready to fill for the coin toss. And I believe all the seniors were kind of accustomed to be honorary captains as well as the regular captains. And Alex Jones, Terry Wilhoit, Braden Side, and Dace Granger are the captains. The other seniors here are Dayton Mosier, Western Jackson, Teague Stans, I'm missing Ben Rolay, and Curtis Osceola. Referee tonight, some of you kind of like the last from the past, the head ref. I don't have all the names down. It's a gentleman that many years ago. Seems like I was up here announcing the games. He was the head coach here. Bruce Thompson was the head ref tonight. Eddie Perez is the other senior, pardon me. I noticed I missed him, but Bruce is going through the discussing with the captains. Let's toss it. We'll see who would appear. Breeze going earlier, but right now that flag appears to be hanging late, so I'm not sure the wind will be an issue. Probably going to be the coolest night so far of the season. Not extremely cold, but we're actually pretty good probably for the athletes. Fans might be a little chilly. Lexington won the toss and they deferred to the second half. The Warriors will receive the kickoff. So the Warriors have a chance to get on the board first. A few county scores to pass along from last night. Also, the Cement lost to Greenfield 52-0. Boone Apache won over Empire 15-0. And Watonga beat Hinton 52-0. And I left the surreal score off. I know they won. It won't take me long to look it up. They won big time. And I can pull it up pretty quick here. The Pirates have been on a pretty good roll. And Surreal beat Fox by a score of 70-20. So, correction, that is no, I'm on the wrong week there. I am sorry. I knew that didn't sound right. I think they shut somebody out last night. So, now I'm on the right week. They beat Snyder by a score of 48. You hear the fight song in the background. The Warriors are coming on the field. We're about ready to get this game underway. And the Bulldogs through their victory line on the far side. I have been in Anadarko since that. So I'm not sure, somebody back farther back, probably a better historian, maybe someone back there with the Warriors and the Lexington. But in recent history, this has been the first meeting for Lexington. And in case you don't know where Lexington is, it's just, most people know where Purcell is, it's just east of Purcell. In fact, it made a lot of news just in the last couple of years as the bridge. There's a bridge over the South Canadian River between Lexington and Purcell that became unstable and couldn't be used, and so people on one side that worked together had a real tussle having to go a long way around. That's how we 37 So now we're ready to go. Let's see who comes out. I'm not seeing a kicker yet. Now here he comes. They were looking for a tee over there. That would be Caden Jones. He's a 6'1", 250-pound junior. Will be kicking off. Back deep for the Warriors will be Trey Eason, Taryn Warholt, and Bakari Goomba, the upbacks. Now we're ready to get this game underway.
And kicking off for the Bulldogs, number 5,
James Wilson, officials whistle. It's a very short kick, and the fair kick, a great job there. It was that come up with it. I think there's John Marcola. He just got to the front line just about 15 yards in the air, and he waved for a fair catch. A smart move, and I think he got hit before he ever caught the ball. There's a flag in that area, which would be catcher interference. We will wait and see what the referee signals. They're gonna wave it off. Very smart move by John Mark to put that hand in the air. He's a 6'1", 185-pound sophomore. Good hands because he got hit just as, if not before the ball got there, just as the ball got there, and he's able to hold on to it. T-Art gets the ball off to Eason. He's hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose about a yard and a half. And the Bulldogs are not probably as big as some of the teams the Warriors have seen, but they may be one of the quicker teams. Call it a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11. It'll be at the Warrior 44-yard line. John Locke caught that on the 45. Warriors will come out, one receiver wide to each side. Extra back in the backfield is Mosier. And off the east and off the right side. He's got a crease. If he can get out, he just a lot of room out there, but with an ankle tackle, he's going to get about 3 yards. Let's see where they actually mark it to the Warrior 47. Be a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. Just started the ball game if you're just joining us. They'll stay with that one receiver wide to each side. TR rolls left, looking. He's getting pressure. He's got a man that goes out of bounds. Running left, trying to throw to the left. Just led Curtis Osceola a little too far. So it's going to be 4th and 8. T-Art will be in punt formation. T-Art does the rugby style. Actually, he's going to stay back in a normal punt formation this time. End over end. Gets it to 25, to 20, rolls on down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. That's where Lexington's going to take over at their own 12. 10:32 to go in the first period. I heard Coach Jackson say Lexington has the flex bone, which is That was Zach. Fullback. Up under center is Toby Prevost as the quarterback. Felt the handoff pitch coming to the right. Bad pitch, and he's back near his own end zone, and he'll be hit. And we have a flag also, and it's going to be a hold on the Bulldogs, and it's near the. Well, let's see where they'll mark it. 3. It was an option to the right. The pitch went bad and went back, and Green was in the backfield for a while. It's going to be a big loss. Let's see. It'll be at the 3-yard line, 3rd and almost 20. Or it will be 3rd and 20. So call it a loss of 9 on that. Prevost hand off to the fullback, and he slices, and he'll get out maybe to the 5 or 6, and Kyle Jones will take him down there. So it'll be 4th and long. The Bulldogs will be punting. Braydon Borden will be back to receive the punt. He's standing at around the Bulldog 40-yard line. Punter deep in the end zone. It's not much of a punt, and it's picked up. Kind of a risky move there, but getting a couple yards extra still going to be. That's going to be about maybe a 2 or 3 yard gain. The Warriors are going to take over at the Bulldog 10-yard line, just outside. No, they're not going to be chained, so it's 1st and go for the Warriors at the Bulldog 10. I'm not sure if they got a piece of that punt or if it's just not a very good punt. But 1st and go from the 10 for the Warriors. TR to Eason. Hit at the line, and he's not going to get much of anything. No gain. Going off the left side that time. No gain. 2nd and 10. 8:38 to go. First period. Warriors with an excellent opportunity here. 2nd and goal from the 10. 2 receivers wide to the left. They take a handoff to Eason. Now TR rolls around. He's going to scramble, going around the right side, and he'll get down near the 5. Use the stiff arm to get an extra yard or 2 down the sideline. Let's see where they say he stepped out at the 4. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. TR, give him credit for 6 on that play. It would be great for the Warriors to get on the scoreboard first.
Come on, Warrior fans, what's up?
Extra back in the backfield, that's Mosier. TR to Eason, slices off it. Oh, just short of the goal line. He's got his legs taken out from under him. It'll be 4th and go from the 1. The Warriors really going for it. Mosier stays in the backfield as an extra back. The Warriors will at least appear to be to the left side. That's where the extra blockers are. Hand off to Eason. And drives. Touchdown, Warriors. Blocking up front on that left side. And Trey Eason with a 1-yard run. Warriors on the scoreboard first with 7:33 to go in the first. They have, since the first game, they've been going for 2 on every touchdown. TR drops back, looking, nothing there. He's scrambling. He's got lineman, it almost got him. TR throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. TR scrambled for a long time, couldn't get it, but the Bulldogs put enough pressure on him, he never could set up and look for his receivers. So it's 6-0, Warriors lead with 7:33 to go in the first. We'll take a break. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. Just one on all these during the day.
Visit the Mid-Coast Veterans Center at 201 Southwest 7th Street today and get your Warrior debit card with any Mid-Coast Bank personal checking account. And come out and support the Lady Warriors basketball team this Tuesday night, October 25th.
And we're back. And the Warriors get on the board first. A good field position off the open kickoff. That was a kind of a chip shot that the Warriors started at their own 45. They couldn't make any distance. A good punt by T-Art pinned the Bulldogs deep. A bad pitch, pinned them even deeper. And then a very, very short punt. Put the Warriors in business first and goal on the 10. And took them 4 plays. End zone, and with 7:33 to go here in the first period, the Warriors are up by a score of 6-0. Pollard gets ready to kick off. High kick down to the 10, taken there by the Bulldogs. There's a crease on that far side. He's up to the 40 and up to near 45. Nice return there by Hunter Finley. The Bulldogs get a good field position to start this possession out on their own 45. Get out of room over there on the sideline. Bulldogs up under center. And off to the fullback. He'll get 82. See where they mark it, but getting up off the bottom of that. Joseph Anderson and David Alco on that tackle. 2-yard gain. Second and 8. Good handoff. He'll pitch this time. Very good, and it's going to be a back almost a 2-yard, what I call a 2-yard loss. Bulldogs pitched it back to Alex Estrada, number 1. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 with that 2-yard loss. Bulldogs look to the sideline. 6:15 to go here in the first period. And Warriors thought they had him wrapped up. They do have him wrapped up on the. In fact, my goodness, all but one Warrior in on that tackle as they try to sweep wide and to the left. Let's see that first contact. He turns around so I can see who that is. It was Joseph Anderson, but all the Warriors as unreal pursuit. And there ran essentially no gain, 1-yard gain maybe. But there'll be here's another punt for the Bulldogs from their own 46. Braydon Borden back. And that one's almost blocked. Braydon gets out of the way and it bounces back upfield for the Warriors. So far, things are bouncing nicely for the Warriors. It's going to be out at the negative 25, but bounce back upfield to the 29. And that's where the Warriors will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. 5:16 to go here in the first period. See if that touchdown gave the offense a little extra momentum. There'll be 2 wide receivers to the right, now 3. 2 to the left, 1 going in motion. Jet action. Karen Wilhoit gets it. and we're going to have, there's going to be a flag in the backfield as Terran's going to get about a 5 or 6 yard gain, but it's going to be a hold on the Warriors, so it's coming back. First penalty of the night. And it's more than even the normal 10 yards that you get for a penalty because it's a spot foul and the hold was in the backfield, so it's going all the way back to the Warrior 12-yard line. First and forever. Now they walk the 13. Got to get out to the 39 for a first and 10, so it's first and 26. Will Hoyt in motion. T-Art's going to keep it, and he's going to get caught at the 10 for a loss of 3 more. Now the Warriors are the ones that are with their heels near the goal line. The Bulldog comes off the field a little lame, but he's off the field, but he's going down. And that was number 55, Dusty Gillian. So the Warriors have it second and long. Off to Eason. Breaks one tackle, but he's going to lose more yardage. Back to the 8. And the Bulldog defense making great penetration on the Warriors here in this series. So it is now third and long. The Warriors have it at their own 8-yard line. Curtis Osceola bringing in a play. We're down to 3:50 to go here in the first period. Warriors up 6-0. The three receivers right, to the left. T-Art drops back. He's in his own backfield, and he launches a long pass. And it's just too long for Kyle White. Could have been for Trey Eason. He was there, but Trey got tied up with one of the Lexington secondary men before the ball got there. The ball was way over, was just thrown too far. I think T-Art was standing near his goal line. That ball hit about the 40 on the other end. So now T-Art stands in his own end zone to punt the ball. Snaps back. High punt. Not going to go real far. Now it's at the 35, the 39-yard line. That's where Lexington will have good field position at the Warrior 39. Their best field position to start a series. 3:21 to go here in the first period. Now the Warriors fans are calling the defense. Let's see, Lexington is yet to put the ball in the air. Motion right. Back. Now, as I say that, they put it in the air, and Curtis Osceola deflected away. Good coverage there. As there were actually 2 Bulldog receivers, and Curtis Osceola and Kyle White there, and Curtis was able to swat it away, incomplete. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. Have slowed their pace down a little bit from their first series. Looking at the sidelines for a play. To the fullback, and Dace Granger meets him right at the line, and they fall forward for not much, just back to the line. Well, they move it up a little. 1 yard, it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs between the 38 and 39-yard line of the Warriors. under center on every play so far. And pitched out wide, and the ball's on the ground, and it's loose, and the Warriors have recovered. That's the dangers of option football. The Warriors have recovered back at their own 42-yard line. So the first turnover of the night, the Warriors are the recipient of. That enhances their field position a great deal from down there with their heels almost on the goal line. 2:29 to go. They'll call it, now they're going to put it at the 41. First and 10. T-Art, empty backfield. Launches a long pass, and it's too far for Taryn Wilhoit. Taryn could not get off the line. They were bumping him pretty hard at the line. I see one of the coaches kind of questioning whether that wasn't a little hole there on the defense. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. They're on 41, leading 6-0 with 2:22 to go in the first period. Two receivers come wide to the left. T-Art and Easton in the backfield. Warriors are going to have a procedure problem here. Late, everybody moved at the snap. That's going to move it back 5. The penalty on the last drive started the Warriors in the wrong direction. Like they'll stay with the same formation, 2 receivers wide to the left. Hand off to Eason, trying to get around a corner, and he's got a little room, 40, 45, 50, and just power drives through with the safety at the side, right at the sideline, and it's going to be close. I'm not sure whether that's going to be a first down or not. It is a first down. So that's a 15-yard gain by Trey. The most ground we've seen so far. And that's the first and 10 of the game for either team. Hand off the T-Art to Eason right the middle. He's got a little gap. He's going to be across down to the Bulldog 42-yard line. All of a sudden, that time the Warrior line blew the Bulldogs off the line pretty good. Call that a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3. One wide receiver on each side this time the Warriors come to line. T-Art and Easton in the backfield. T-Art to Easton straight ahead. And he just lowers his shoulder, and he's going to be maybe a yard short of the first down. 2-yard gain. Just inside, between the 39 and 40-yard line. He needs to get right on the 39, about a half a yard short. Big 3rd down here for the Warriors to keep this drive alive. 1 minute even to go in the first period. Warriors leading 6-0. Mosier in the backfield is an extra blocking back. T.R. to Eason. He breaks it to 40, 35, cuts back to 30, 25, 20, 15. It's a hit race, and down at between the 2 and 3 yard line. Two tackles there at the linebacker and the safety. So from the 39 down, call it the 2-yard line, a 37-yard gain. And the Warriors are knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Eason on the left hip, right hip, fakes the handoff. T-Art's going to keep it. Trying to go around the corner. It's a foot race to the corner. Now he cuts in, tries to cut inside, and he will not get there. He'll get down to the 1. So it'll be 2nd and 1 as they fake to Eason. Trey's acting like he's got a little bit of a, I won't say a major limp, but just kind of a little hitch in his step. And that's the end of the first period. The Warriors will be second and goal from just outside the 1 yard line. We come back to play to start the second period. The Warriors leading 6-0. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. 1 minute. So far. For the Warriors, we have made 6-0. Looking to add to that. It'll be Mosher, T-Art, and Eason in the backfield. We go back to play. Hand off to Eason. He drives right through, and the ref's point just in his neatness to hit short of the goal line. He fell over the line. The referee was pointing quickly and decisively. So it's going to be third. And less than one. No, put it right on the one. DR to Eason. This time he drives through, and I believe he's in this time. Touchdown, Warriors. Eason, his second 1 yard run of the night. And the Warriors are up 12-0. 11:24 to go before half. And it'll be T-Art and Eason in the backfield. Three receivers right, one to the left. T-Art rolls right, looking, and he throws it, and it's incomplete. Broken up there by the safety, like he was trying to hit Braydon Borden in the corner of the end zone. But the Warriors now have increased their lead to 12-0. We've got another break here. Let me tell you about some of our sponsors. For hot Hunt's Brothers Pizza and cold beverages before, during, and after the game, call Step and Fetch at 405-247-2318. There's an ATM available if you need cash for all your one-stop convenience store and pay-at-the-pump needs. Visit Step and Fetch in Anadarko. And visit Historic McKee's Indian Store for all your Native American art, music, beadwork, and fringe crafting supplies at 116 West Main in downtown Anadarko. And get your Warrior debit card for any MidFirst Bank personal checking account, and a portion of your qualified purchase will go to support the Anadarko Public Schools Foundation. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. They are a member of FDIC. That's just some of our sponsors. We got more, but we've got more football right now. Pollard gets ready to kick off. 11:19 to go here in the half. The Warriors leading 12-0. It's a low end over rim bouncing, and it bounces around, picked up at the 20 by the Bulldogs, going back to that side. They like to run a wall over on that side, and he's taken down out near the 38-yard line by Gordon, and I did not get, I think that's Eddie Perez was the other tackler. Where they finally mark it at. Bulldogs will get at their own 39 when the referees officially put it down. Bulldogs come out with 2 wide receivers. First time they've shown this look. And off to the fullback, and he is smacked. And that is Mr. Nunn. He met him one-on-one. Billy Nunn, he didn't give anybody else a chance to be a part of that tackle. And it's going to be a loss of 2. And that was Zach Smith, the running back. 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. A fake a handoff. No. Smith got it again, excuse me, and maybe got a yard of that back to the 39. And there's Xavier Smith and Teague Stans in on that tackle. Yeah, we'll give him that yard, those 2 yards back. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 39. Approaching the 10-minute mark here in the half. Warriors up 12-0. Prevost up under center. And fake the handoff. Going around the end. Prevost keeps it, and he's going to have the first down the sideline. Longest gain of the night for the Bulldogs. They just did get the first down, but 10 yards. And that's the first down of the night for the Bulldogs. Right at the 49, their own 49-yard line. He's been giving it to Smith a number of times. Smith already has 2, 4, 7 carries. Hand off to Smith, and he breaks a couple of tackles this time and gets about a 7 or 8 yard gain, and that's Kyle Jones and see who the other, Kyle White in on the tackle. Smith, that's his biggest gain of the night. He's going to get about 7 yards out of that. The Bulldogs are down to the Warrior 44. They hand off the fullback again, and he is going to be taken down by Kyle Jones, but that's all the way down to the Warrior 30-yard line, near 30. And another 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Right at the 30-yard line. All of a sudden the Bulldogs have a drive going. Started this at their own 39. They're down to the Warrior 30. Pitch outside to the right and going down the sideline is Alex Estrada. He's going to get, let's see where they'll find and mark it to the Warrior 22, an 8-yard gain. And I think Coach Jackson wants to talk to the defense. So with 8:23 to go, Warrior in the first half, Warriors up 12-0. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. 1 minute.
Each player will shoot 100 free throws. Donations can be made per shot or one time. Enjoy supper while watching your favorite Lady Warriors make shots. Hey, Warriors are invited to support and passion and pursue the Universal Warrior debit card exclusively from this person. Every time you use your Warrior debit card, make the purchase mid-first for going 5 cents to the Universal Public School Foundation. Visit the mid-first budget center at 201 Southwest 2nd Street today and get your Warrior debit card with any mid-first postal savings account. Check your program for the winner tab inside your program. If you are a winner, come up to the press box at halftime and get your cash prize. From good friends at Texas Volunteer.
We are back. 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs at the Warrior 22-yard line. And Bulldogs put a man in motion, then they stopped and went back and looked at the sideline. They're going to change the play evidently. And they use the same motion, and this time the fullback may get 1 yard, Smith, out of it before he's the bottom of that pile. Big number 62, that's David Humpo. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Well, they move it backwards. It's almost, now it's still about a yard. Bulldogs get a play call. Toss sweep coming to the left this time, and he'll be taken down, but he'll get the 1st and 10. Initial contact out there by Xavier Smith and Kyle Jones. Down to the 19-yard line. Just about a 2-yard gain. That was number 11, Hunter Finley. So the Bulldogs strung together a nice drive here. Fake the handoff. The option's coming to the, and the quarterback is slipped through, and he's going to be all the way down inside the 5. Looked like the Warriors had him pinned, and somehow he slipped through him. And it's going to be 1st and goal at the 4. And the Bulldogs are knocking on the door. The defense for the first 3 series did such a tremendous job. In fact, they moved the Bulldogs back on most of those series. Handoff that time going nowhere. And that's Billy Nunn and Xavier Smith. Had a different fullback in there that time. Number 28, which is Brock Sukanis. No gain, if not maybe a loss of half a yard. At the 4.5-yard line, 2nd and goal. Motion left, handoff to the same fullback, and he's going to get down to the 2 or the 3. And Joseph Anderson in on that tackle. Let's see, he'll be at the 2-yard line. And there's a Bulldog down on the field in some pain in either the arm or shoulder area. We won't speculate any more than that. While we've got time, let me tell you about some more of our sponsors. Don't forget to be listening after the game for the Ridge Runner Roofing Raise the Roof Player of the Game Award. Also, Joe's Burgers and Steaks are at 507 Northwest 1st in Anadarko. We invite you to check out their weekly specials on Facebook. For dine-in, carry-out, or catering, call 405-247-4924. And don't forget those desserts. And then they're going to assist him up off the floor, off the field. And there's number 53, Grayson Griffin. It's going to be 3rd and between about 2.5 to go to the goal line for the Bulldogs. 6:18 to go here before half. That was obviously one of the offensive linemen there. The clock starts and we're ready to go. The Bulldogs come to the line. Keep looking, they haven't got a play yet. Down to 12 seconds on the play clock. Now Prevost gets him up, gets the play, gets up there close. Motion, toss sweep, and touchdown. Bulldogs. Alex Estrada on a 2-yard run. As he found a crease on that right side. And with 5:50 to go in the first half, the Bulldogs now will, like they will go for one. Attempting the extra point will be Caden Jones. He did the kicking off. Ball's down, kick is up, and he did a much better job on that than he did the kickoff earlier. So it's now 12-7, Warriors lead with 5:50 to go in the half. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hey, they're 6-1. They're not a bad team. Well, I'm up in the press box. I can control it by opening or closing the window. Yeah. Yeah. Jones gets ready to kick it off for the Bulldogs. And it's another high end over end. And they're going to, the ball's loose. And I've got a guy waving fair catch, and they're letting him get hit before the ball ever gets there. I'm not understanding why the refs aren't calling that, but the Warriors are going to get it anyway. The ball is ricocheted down to the 38, their own 38, and that's where they'll start.
And they started off at the 38-yard line.
5:44 to go here in the first period. Warriors on their last drive went 59 yards to score. They scored on their first drive and their fourth drive so far. Warriors spread out, 2 receivers wide each way. Easton gets it right up the middle, and he's broke through at the 45, 50, 45, and down to the 42-yard line of the Bulldogs. Nice run. About an 18-yard gain for Trey. 1st and 10 Warriors in Bulldog territory right at the 42. Bulldogs have found a crease. Those fast hitting plays straight ahead. The Bulldogs earlier the Warriors tried to go off tackle. It seemed like the Bulldogs were able to get there, but the Warriors just changed to blocking assignment. But there, some nice runs here of late. 1st and 10. Easton at the 40, cuts inside the 35 and down to the 34. About an 8-yard gain for Trey. See the 33. Give him. See where they mark the chain. Give him 9 on that.
9 yards for the carry.
So 2nd and 1 for the Warriors, moving the ball right down the field. T-Art to Eason, and he's hitting the backfield, and we're going to have a hold. As Trey tries to get outside, he's going to lose about a yard, but the Warriors are going to move backwards. I'm afraid it's in the area of a hold. Waiting on the referee to give us a signal. Oh, a chop block. Excuse me. It wasn't the area of a hold, but it's also where the defense can chop. And there's a defensive chop block. That's going to be 15 on top of the end of that run. First penalty of the night on the Bulldogs. The defensive line cannot dive down and take the legs out of the offensive player. And it's going all the way down to the 18-yard line of the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 Warriors. Eason straight ahead, driving power over the 15 down to about the 14. A 4 or 5 yard gain. We'll wait on the official mark. Call it a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 for the Warriors. 4 minutes to go before the half. T-Art waits on the snap. Is it to Eason? No, fakes it to Eason. T-Art's got it around the corner at the 10. The 5 cuts inside near the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors!
Touchdown, Warriors!
A great fake as Trey Eason, all the defense went with him for a while, but then right at the end, Demont T-Art kept it around the corner. But he had to make a move right at the goal line to get on in. And it's touchdown Warriors. And I think that may be the longest run from scrimmage for T-Art this year. The Warriors will be going for 2. Eason comes off the right side, cuts inside, and dives. We're waiting on the ref. And it's 2 points. 3:43 to go in the half. Warriors now leading 20-7 over the Lexington Bulldogs. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. One minute. He did. That was the strongest run he's probably made, because he was hit at about the 3 and he kind of spun and just kept driving. But when he turned to a corner, he had a lot of open space. They closed pretty quick. Let's see, that's about a 14-yard run. I don't know that name, T-Art. It hadn't been around here when I was in school. Where'd they come from? Oh.
Back to kick off to the Warriors.
Okay.
Number 54, Collins. Back to receive for the Bulldogs.
And the Anadarko Warriors answer the Lexington touchdown with one of their own, as they've now scored on 2 consecutive drives to take a 20-7 lead with 3:43 to go before the half. Kept the ball right at 2 minutes. Pollard gets ready to kick off. End over end, and we're going to have a flag before it gets there. The Warriors are going to be off sides on the kickoff. So they'll move it back to the 35 and kick again. 3rd penalty on the Warriors. Only 1 on the Bulldogs so far. So the coaches want to know who it was that was offside, and the referee, we don't mention him up here, but the referee pointed it out. So So the refs knew. Of course, I think all the fans obviously know by that, but just a little overzealous. Pollard comes to the ball this time. It's a scribbler down there, picked up at the 30, and found a crease down that sideline, and oh wow, a good hit by Pollard to finish him off, but it's over into Warrior territory. Nice. They run this to the home side, to their sideline every time on a wall, and this is going to be all the way to the Warrior 42 or 43 yard line. Bulldogs start this drive. We've got the full flex bone backfield. Motion right. Drops back, going to throw a long pass. He's got a wide open receiver, and he's got it at the 10 and into the end zone. And catching that pass is number 27, Cameron Webster, 6'3" senior. Just like that, the Bulldogs are back on the board. 43-yard pass. Prevost to Webster. And Jones will be on to attempt the extra point. That took very little time. 20-13. That's the first reception of the night for the Bulldogs. And a snap back. They're going to go for two, and it's incomplete. It's a bad snap. And so Alex Estrada just rolled back and threw it, tried to throw it to the end zone, but the Warriors batted it down. So with 3:27 to go in the half, it's now 20-13. That's a one-play drive for the Bulldogs. So both teams have scored on their last two possessions. And the half isn't over yet. After not much scoring in the first period, only one touchdown with the Warriors, the offenses have come alive here in the second period. While we've got a little bit of time as they set up for the kickoff, Anadarko Surplus Sales, where saving money makes sense, and Rich Renner Roofing, Oklahoma's metal roofing specialists, supporting the Warriors as they attempt to make it back to state. They're family owned and operated at 1502 East Central in Anadarko. And we will see if Jones does this high onside right to the front. Well, it's not even high, it's right to the front line as he has the last few. Now the Warriors are getting up a little closer in anticipation of that. We'll see if it... Jones is putting the ball down. A little bit of coaching going on here between teams. Warriors getting a few more of their good hands up front. Jones, and he kicks this one a little harder, and it's going to go scoot around and at the 20, and now inside the 20, and we're going to have a late flag. I don't know if that's a face mask or a block in the back. Well, it's all the way back to the 14-yard line. They chipped it. Jones chipped it over the front of those two lines. Now we're having a discussion as to what it would be. And the referee that called it's very affirmative. One of the Lexington coaches was trying to argue some point. We'll wait and see what we get here. Illegal participation against the Bulldogs, so that's going to be, is that a
illegal participation against the Bulldogs?
15-yard penalty. That's going to help the Warriors out. One of the players that made the tackle went out of bounds and come right back in. So that's going to go all the way to the 29-yard line. That's where the Warriors will start with the ball. At their own 29 with 3:19 to go. T-Art gives the ball off to Eason, trying to go around a corner, and he'll get maybe a yard. We'll wait for the spot. Right at the 30, a 1-yard gain for Trey. 3 minutes even to go in the half. Warriors up 20-13. Come to the line, 2 receivers wide to the right. T-Art to Eason right up the middle, and he'll get about 5 of that. Let's see where they're marked, right at the 35, so it's going to be third and 4. Warriors need to get out to their own 39-yard line to nose the ball is right on the 35. And Coach Jackson wants a timeout with 2:18 to go in the half. We'll keep it here. Score 20-13. Talk about some more of our sponsors. Joshua's Auto Sales is at 902 South Mission in Anadarko. If they don't have what you're looking for, they will find it, and they have financing available. Listen, go by there twice a day, going to work and coming home, and there are some awful sharp-looking cars on that line. Cars, trucks, SUVs, you name it, they've got it down there, and even a few motorcycles every once in a while. And let the Bank of Commerce of Anadarko, Carnegie, Chickasha, Lawton, and Duncan introduce you to relationship banking. Bank of Commerce wants to take the time to know you better, to serve your financial needs and services. They are a member of FDIC. One of our great sponsors. And here comes the Warriors back on the field. A big third down to keep the ball here before half. They need to get this 1st and 10.
Check the program for the winner tag if you have a winner tag in your program.
Right at the nose, the ball's on the 35. They need to get out to the 39, just a little over actually the 39 for a 1st and 10. Mosier in the backfield with T-Art and Eason. T-Art rolls out, throws it, and it's picked off by the Bulldogs. He's going down the sideline, and he'll be taken out of bounds. And now the Warriors get a unsportsmanlike, hitting a little late out of bounds. So from the 15 where it was 2, that was number 27, Cameron Webster. He caught one from his quarterback. Now he's caught one from the Warriors. And it's going to be half the distance, so the Bulldogs are going to be set up 1st and goal. Or personal foul, actually, is what they're going to mark it. We'll see where they end up from it'll be about the 7-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will start with this possession. Yes, 7-yard line. They started their last 2 possessions in Warrior territory. Next to a short field. Their last touchdown was a 1-play drive. 2:06 to go before the half. Warriors up 20-13. Motion, Estrada goes on the sweep right, and he's getting chased down, and he'll lose yards. Great job out there. Brayon Morton read that, and he's going to be back. We'll mark it at the 10-yard line. To a loss of 3 for Estrada. That's the score, the play they scored on their first touchdown drive. 2nd and 10 from 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line for the Bulldogs. A minute and a half to go now. Time may become an issue here. Fritos pitches to the, and another loss of downs. He pitched it to the left. And that'll be Granger and Kyle White taking down Hunter Finley. for a loss of 1. 3rd and 11. 1 minute even to go. They don't have the tall receiver in there, Webster, that caught the touchdown pass.
Time to get behind your defense.
46 seconds to go. Now they come to the line. Come down the line with the option pitch. There's Estrada on the corner. And he's going to be hit at about the 4 or 5. Ball's loose. And we saw there's a flag also.
There's a flag.
And Warriors ball. Great job down there at about the 5-yard line. They hit him hard. I'm not sure. But a flag. Oh, it's a beanbag. Excuse me. That was not a flag. That was. I saw something flying. They got. Those look like orange. I don't know if they're supposed to be pink for the deal, but they look orange from up here. But the Warriors make the ball on their own 5-yard line. Defense comes up with a huge turnover there as a number of Warriors hit him. I couldn't see who got the ball, but the ball come loose as Estrada got about 5 of that 10, but 29 seconds to go. I think one running play might be it for the Warriors. Eason comes around the corner, and he may break it. No, he's going to be just caught from behind at the 26-yard line. That'd be a 21-yard gain. It looked for a minute like he might break into the open. I think Coach Jackson may call a timeout. And was it Trey? We know Trey. Well, the clock's going to run now. We know Trey is capable of busting loose from anywhere on the field, but the defense with a huge job there to get a turnover and keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone. The Bulldogs will have the ball to start the second half, so they'll have to start, but the clock is going to run out. We played a wide second quarter out of this first half, and we are now at halftime. And our Warriors 20, the Lexington Bulldogs 13. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Yeah, 2, 6, 4. Oh, okay. I know her. But anymore, I may have, and in my mind, I see faces, and I couldn't remember, and I said, oh, I know who they are, but I can't give them a name half the time. It's kind of embarrassing.
On behalf of the American Cancer Society in the Cattle County Regional Provider, we would like to recognize and congratulate the Anadarko High School FCCLA for their effort in the 2015 Coaches vs. Cancer campaign. Through their peak out
sales, they raised $3,000 and donated 100% of the profits to the American Cancer Society in Cattle County Relay Tonight. This effort earned them 3rd place in the state of Oklahoma. Therefore, we honor them with this plaque, recognizing their efforts and charity. Thank you, FCCLA, and all of you who purchased t-shirts or donated. For all you do in the fight against cancer, congratulations. At this time, we would like to recognize and encourage any person who is a cancer survivor by asking you to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these strong warriors a round of applause. Thank you for packing the stadium tonight during the peak out. The American Cancer Society would like you to know that you are not alone. Our mission is to fund research and advocacy and provide educational services for cancer patients. We are here for you. If you would like to know more, visit the website at www.cancer.org. And again, thank you, FCCLA. And now the Warrior Band is under the direction of Mr. Spencer Stang and Ms. Jessica Stone. Drumline tech is Mr. Nathan Godfrey. The drum major is Martin Perez. This year's halftime show is titled Heroes. Tonight's selection is Avengers. After the band, we will recognize the seniors for tonight, cheerleaders and band. Drum major, is the band ready? You may begin your performance. And now to recognize the senior cheerleaders and the senior band, ladies and gentlemen, high school senior English teacher, Mr. Black.
Thank you very much. And tonight, our first senior cheerleader is Desiree Vallejo. She is the daughter of Albert Jr. and Maria Vallejo, and the stepdaughter of Sergio Rivera. Desiree is the granddaughter of Eustelio Martinez, the late Francisco Castro, Albert Sr., and Brenda Vallejo, and the late Aurora Vallejo. Desiree has been a cheerleader for 4 years. Her future plans are to attend UCO or Cameron and pursue a degree in radiology or sociology. She then would like to transfer to a larger university out of state and eventually live in Colorado. She plans to buy a big house for herself and her mother and make her family proud. Desiree Vallejo! Next is Nancy Camargo. She is the daughter of Brandon Franklin and Margot Camargo, and the stepdaughter of Cecilio Sandoval. Nancy is the granddaughter of Jose and Lydia Camargo. She's been a cheerleader for 5 years. Her plans are to go to college and become an ultrasound technician and make enough money for the life she deserves and to give her mom the world for pushing her through high school. She couldn't appreciate it anymore, and she loves you. Nancy Camargo. Next is Vanessa Luna. Vanessa is the daughter of Alex and Nancy Lana and the granddaughter of Juan and Cruz Nunez. She's been a cheerleader for 6 years and was a member of the squad that placed 9th in regionals and qualified for state. She plans to attend college and get a degree in the medical field. Then she would like to become successful with the man of her dreams and her cute, happy family. She would like to thank Ray for blessing her family and give a shout out to her mother for everything she has done. Vanessa Luna! Next is Kimberly Dawn Shaw Miller. Kim is the daughter of the late Desiree Shaw Miller, the niece of Coach Keith and Kathy Shaw, and the sister of Jeremy Shaw and Katie Watts. She's the granddaughter of Billy Shaw and the late Ronald Shaw. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years. Kim plans to attend OSU and get a doctorate in veterinary studies. While in college, she hopes to meet the Christian man of her dreams, get married, and have 3 sons who play football. She plans to open her own clinic, raise horses, and live happily ever after. She would like to thank her coaches, friends, and family for believing in her and supporting her. Her biggest goal is to make her late mother proud. Kimberly Miller! Next is Danielle Marino. Danielle is the daughter of Daniel and Carla Marino and the granddaughter of Timmy and Maria Marino and Dave and Patty Davis. She's been a cheerleader for 6 years. Her future plans are to go to college, make a lot of money, and settle down with the man of her dreams and have beautiful babies. Danielle Marino. Up next is Caitlin Page Newton. Caitlin is the daughter of Crystal and Steve Newton and the granddaughter of Jackie and the late Kitty Callahan, Mitch Payton, Debbie and Steve Newton, Janelle and the late Pat Lester, Butch and the late Shirley Yates. Caitlin has been a cheerleader for 5 years. She was on the 2013-14 state qualifier squad. She plans to attend OSU, go pre-med, and attend physician's assistant school. Then she would like to marry and live a long, happy life that is pleasing to God. Caitlin Newton. Next is Lauren Ritchie. Lauren is the daughter of Scott and Donna Ritchie and the granddaughter of A.D. and Nancy Ritchie and the late Dorothy Ray. She has cheered for 4 years. She plans to go to college and look for a career that supports her beach habit. Lauren Ritchie. And our last cheerleader is Taylor Stevens. She is the daughter of Brett and Rachel Stevens and the granddaughter of Bill and Jean Fowler and the late George Stevens and the late James Mahorter and Linda Mahorter. Taylor has been a cheerleader for 6 years and was a member of the 2013-14 state qualifying squad. She plans to attend OU and become a general or orthopedic surgeon. She would like to settle down and marry the man God sends her and start a family. Shout out to Paige, her other half, Taylor Stevens. And those are your senior cheerleaders. Our first band member is Romeo Cesar Espinoza. He's the son of Gina Lynn Espinoza and Philip Allen Espinoza, and the grandson of Patricia Espinoza, Ricky Poolah, Virginia Coleman, Rob Poolah, Oscar Poolah, and Alex Poolah. He's been in band for 5 years. He plans to join the Army and become a mechanic. After the Army, he would like to attend college and become a band director. He plans to find a wife and have babies. He would like to thank his mom for doing all she could to make him the man he is. And he'll love you for all eternity. Romeo Espinoza. Next is Emily Brianne Getland. She's the daughter of Kimberly Schaefer and Carl Getland, and the granddaughter of Francis and Kenneth Taylor and Grandma Holly. She has been in band for 7 years. She plans to finish cosmetology school, attend college, and become a forensic scientist and a hairdresser. Emily Getland. Next is Isaiah Marino. Isaiah is the son of Mario Marino and Trisha Brown, and the grandson of Melon Quinn and Donna Quinn. He has been in band for 7 years and is in District Honor Band, Honor Jazz Band, and Honor Orchestra. Isaiah Marino. Next we have Chance Norrell. He's the son of Jeff and Mary Norrell, and the grandson of Charles and Norman Norrell, and Butch and Judy Jolligan. He's been in band for 1 year. He plans to finish collision repair training and go to college for mechanical engineering. Chance Norrell. Next is Matthew Owen. He's the son of Henry and Deborah Owens, and the grandson of Homer and June Thomas. He's been in band for 7 years. He's been on the drum line for 4 years and in band for 3 years. He plans to go to Swanson for music arts and OSU for archaeology. Matthew Owen. And up next, Claudia Perez. She's the daughter of Saul and Anissa Perez, and the sister of Brenda Perez. She's been in band for 7 years. She is the 2016-17 band queen and in jazz band. She plans to go to OU and major in journalism and professional writing to become an editor for a major publishing company. Claudia Perez. Next is Martin Perez Ramos. He's the son of Bill and Martin Perez. He's been in band for 6 years and is a drum major in drumline, and has been in jazz band for 3 years. He plans to go to SWASU and major in music and get married. Martin Perez. Next, Craig Perry. He is the son of Craig Perry and David Perry, and Alexandria and Russell Peterson. Craig is the grandson of William Perry II, Phyllis Perry, Edward P. and Linda Gomes, H.J. and Lisa Pearson, Russell and Melinda Peterson. He's been in band for 7 years and was the AHS drumline captain from 2013 to 2015. He plans to attend SWASU, be in the drumline, and tour the world playing music in a successful band with his best friend. Craig Perry. Next is Savannah Elizabeth Redbone Osceola. She's the daughter of Christina Redbone and Curtis Ray Osceola, and the granddaughter of Joanna Redbone and Hugh Sam Redbone. She's been in band for 7 years and is a section leader and woodwind captain. She plans to attend OU or OSU and become a veterinarian or major in engineering. Savannah Redbone Osceola. Next is Darrell Sanders Jr. He's the son of Staff Sergeant Darrell and Darlene Sanders Sr. He's the grandson of Bloss Presidio and Irma Santanota and Cleon Wilkins and Minnie Lee of North Carolina. He's been in band for 2 years. He plans to attend the University of North Carolina and major in biology and pursue his ultimate goal of becoming a neurosurgeon. Hurrah, Sanders. Our last band member is Don Franklin, son of Terry Donaldson from Gainesville, Minnesota, and Ronnie Burke. He's been in band for 6 years. He plans to go to college, play golf, and make his mom proud. After college, he wants to start a family. Don Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior band members. And we want to wish all the seniors good luck in their future endeavors. And I believe momentarily we will have the fight song, so everybody stand up as we have the fight song coming up here momentarily.
Will be kicking from. There was a very, very slight breeze looking at the flag. Right before the game started, the wind kind of flared up, but then just momentarily after the game started, the flags went limp, and it hasn't been a big issue. Rather cool night tonight here. Cool for what we've been used to, put it that way, but actually it's especially those big linemen, I think they kind of like this kind of weather. 57 degrees and not too hot for them. Referees are back out on the field. Here comes the Warriors to the sideline. We're just about ready to get this second half underway. Don't forget to stay tuned after the ball game tonight for the wrap-up show with Ridge Runner Roofing Razor Roof Player of the Game, and then after that will be the statewide scoreboard blitz here on KACO. Well, I think they did it on Thursday night this week because there were more games on Thursday night, so it may not be on tonight, but in the future it will be. Tomorrow morning, 9 to 12, it's Indians for Indians here on KACO. And then they will join the Oklahoma State game in progress afterwards as they have 11 o'clock kickoff with Kansas University in Lawrence. In fact, they have 2 straight 11 o'clock kickoffs. The next week they have homecoming with West Virginia, and it's an 11 o'clock kickoff, which means the homecoming parade's at 8 o'clock that morning. And but the Warriors and Lady Warriors sports will always take precedence here on KACO, but after that will be a part of the Cowboy Network, and unless there is some local programming that does take precedent, like the Indians for Indians show. Ryan Pollard ready to kick off. See who goes back deep for the Zach Smith and Hunter Finley back deep for the Bulldogs. We're ready to go. As soon as there's the whistle from referee Bruce Troxel. Ball's rolling end over it. It's inside the 30 to the 25, back out to the 30, and taken out there by Caleb Lopez. And that was Zach Smith that picked it up for the Bulldogs. Caleb Lopez ushered him out of bounds. So the Bulldogs are going to start, where are they going to mark it at? Around the 29-yard line. They're on 29. We start the 3rd period. Prevost going all the way at quarterback for the Bulldogs. And handoff right up the middle to fullback, and he's going to get, Smith is going to get across the 35 to the 36. Give it about a 7-yard gain. Number 7 for 7. 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Warriors had the initial lane blocked, but he just kind of slithered right outside and found the little crease. And he'll get it again, this time no going, and Xavier Smith, Dace Granger, and Kyle Jones all in on the tackle. They're going to give him a yard. I don't know how he got that. I'm not down there. So it's out to the 37. It's 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. We've played 1 minute here in the 3rd period. Warriors leading 20-13. Bulldogs down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Now they come to the line. And we have a procedure, I believe, on the Bulldogs. Yes, we do. We're getting close to the play clock, and they got a little antsy. False start procedure. It all adds up to 5 yards. Now back to the 32-yard line. Make it 3rd and about 7. Warrior defense digs in. Go down the line to the right, pitch out to Estrada, and he was corralled in the backfield and taken down. Who is that? I'm going to stay with my field glasses. Is Dace Granger did a great job because it looked like Estrada reverse fielding it. He might have some room to run, but Dace just reached out and got an ankle. Estrada comes up a little gimpy. But the ball's back at the 34-yard line, so a loss of 2. And it'll be punt time for the Bulldogs. 4th and 10. Radon Jordan back to receive this punt. High snap. Punt's off. And it's going to hit at the 40 and roll. The 35. The 30. Just inside the Warrior 30-yard line. That's where the Warriors will take over. So the Warrior defense does their job. .9:25 to go here in the 3rd. Warriors with a chance to get a few points for insurance on that scoreboard. 10 Warriors, they're on 29. On the left hash. 2 receivers wide right, 1 wide to the left. Easton and T-Art in the backfield. T-Art to Easton, straight ahead. There's a crease at the 35, 40, cuts back in, 45, 50, and down to the 49-yard line. A nice run by Trey Easton. 22-yard run in Bulldog territory. And that gets the fans alive after halftime. They kind of settled back. Same formation this time. Same up the middle. Now there's another gap at the 40, 35. Stiff arms the man down inside to the 28 or 29-yard line. Oh, excuse me, that's Jakari Goomba in there that time. To the 29-yard line, a 20-yard run. Some fresh legs in there. Give Trey a little rest. Warriors with another 1st and 10. Eason to Goomba. Gets outside at the 25, at the 20. Well, just short of the 20. That's where they'll go down. Now they're going to move it back. Says knee hit at about the 23. So give him 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for the Warriors. Start throwing 30. They're already down to the Bulldog 23-yard line. Goomba gets it to 25, the 20. Bulldogs down to about the 19. It's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see what the refs say. And it's just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than 1. One wide receiver on each side, double tight. Goomba and T-Art in the backfield. Hand off to Goomba. He's got the 1st down made. The line blew him off so far back that he had the 1st down made before he got close to contact. He'll get to the 17. He didn't get a lot of extra, but a good charge by the left side of that line. And it's 1st and 10 Warriors at the Bulldogs 17. Now Easton's back in there. Two receivers wide right, one to the left. Easton he's going to go hard off the right side, met there by linebacker, and he hits and spins forward and falls down to the 15. That'll be a 2-yard gain for Trey.
Usually Trey Easton on the carry.
7:10 to go here in the 3rd period. Warriors leading 20-13. And moving. Easton's going to fake it and keep it himself. The 15 cuts inside and down to the 10. Actually, the tackler carried him forward for about the last 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and between 2 and 3 yards. T-Art running the ball a little more effectively each time. A sophomore, still learning the ropes, and so to say, but he's done a good job of leading this Warrior offense. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Nose right on the 10-yard line. 2 receivers left this time. T-Art tried to draw the Bulldogs offside. The Warriors want a long count. The Bulldogs set in there. Now the Warriors will take a timeout with 6:10 to go in the third. Warriors leading 20-13. We'll take a break. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. One.
Each player received 100 free throws. Donations can be made per shot or long side. Enjoy supper while watching your favorite Lady Warriors. Make shots.
It's a Zircon. Oh, I didn't hear that. Yeah. I used to could, but I didn't hear that one.
Number 5, Trey East of the carry.
Referees started play a little quick before we got back from the timeout, and Trey Easton got about 1 yard, so it's 4th and 2 from the Bulldog 9-yard line. They need to get down to just about the 7 for a 1st and 10. Warriors go double tight, 2 receivers to the right. T-Art, and we have a timeout. No, correction. I have a procedure on the Warriors. Wow. That moves them back 5. So now it will be 4th and 7 for the Warriors. Back at the 14, they need to get down to the 7. 5:25 to go here in the third. Warriors leading 20-13. This is their first possession. They took it from their own 30 and have marched down the field. They're going to need 7 yards to keep this drive alive. T-Art's the lone man in the backfield. Jet action fake. Screen pass over the middle to Anderson. He's got some room. He turns it to 5. Touchdown Warriors! A great call by the coaches. T-Art dropped back and gave room, and Joseph Anderson caught a screen pass at about the 12-yard line, and he had a great wall, and it fooled Lexington completely, and he ran right on in the end zone untouched. Great wall of blockers, and the Warriors take the lead by a score of 26-13. Hand off to Easton for the extra point. He's going to try to get outside and make it around the corner. Now he just dove for the end zone and doesn't get there, I don't think. Nope. So with 5:01 to go here in the third period, the score is now 26-13. That's the first completion of the night for the Warriors, a 14-yarder. But what a call by the coaches. Definitely fooled. I saw all the rushers coming in on the quarterback, and it definitely fooled those defensive linemen as they come flooding on T-Art. And he did a great job of just dumping it right over the lineman, the on-rushing lineman. He kept his cool. That's pretty good for a sophomore to see all those guys breathing down on you. And he threw that pass right into Anderson. Anderson caught it, and he turned it upfield and cruised right on into the end zone. And the Warriors now with a 13-point lead, which is their biggest. Well, they've had one other time at the 20-7. It was also a 13-point lead. Pollard will be kicking off here shortly. Bulldogs are ready. The Warriors are ready. Referee blows the whistle. Low driving kickoff, and the runner went down and picked it up. He fumbled it, but he gets up off the ground and runs it for a way up to the 27. He was on his knee to field it, but he bobbled it, so he got up, stood up to go chase the ball, and then he ran with it from there. But that's one of the better kickoff coverages the Warriors have had. It's going to be back at the Bulldog at their own 27 to start this second drive of the period for them with 4:56 to go. Prevost, quarterback up under center. And he's going to be snuffed. Great job. He faked to the fullback, and that didn't fool Xavier Smith. Nor, turn around here and give me a number. I believe that is number 62, which is David Hompo. And it's going to be no gain for the quarterback. 2nd and 10. Always good for the defense when they can put them in 2nd and long. Now, hand off this time to the fullback, and he's not going to get much more off that right side as Kyle Jones and Hompo again, and we have a timeout, Bulldogs, and I think Coach Jeff Hall's a little upset with his offense. He called that quickly. There's a 1 yard gain on that for the fullback. Coach Hall come off that sideline quick. I think he felt like maybe the Warriors have gotten enough momentum off of that last drive that the Warrior defense has perked up some. Coach Hall is, let's say he's addressing some issues over with his team at this point. So we'll see how they come out on a 3rd and 9. Warrior defense doing a great job up front right now, shedding their blockers. Let's see, the ball is at the 28-yard line. 4:16 to go here in the 3rd. Warriors leading 26-13 over Lexington. Prevost up under center. He drops back, and he's going to throw a pass, and is it incomplete? Deflected around. Great coverage over there. Let's see who that. Kyle White had coverage, and then he deflected it away. One of the other Bulldog receivers thought he had a shot at it. He deflected it, and Taryn Wilhoit then almost got it, but incomplete. All that said is an incomplete pass, and the Bulldogs will be punting. Braydon Borden back at about between the 40 and 35 of the Warriors. Warrior defense with 2 big stops here to start and a nearly blocked punt. He got it off. That's actually one of the better punts he's had today. It's down to the 35, near the 34 of the Warriors. I'm not sure how Kyle White missed that. He looked like he was right on the punter, but somehow the punter was able to get it around him. So the Warriors will take over at their own 34-yard line with 3:55 to go. The Warriors would really benefit from another long drive to eat up clock and some more points. 1 wide receiver to each side. Eason and T. Art in the backfield. Hand off Eason straight ahead. Weaves his bobs, and somebody broke out of there. He's out at the 45, the 50 down the sideline. He runs out about in the Bulldog territory. Wow, he went into a pile. And then all of a sudden, there he shot out on the far side over there. That's going to be right at a 20-yard gain down to the Bulldog 46. I guess nobody just got a handle on Trey there. Warrior 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 46. Handoff this time coming around the right side. Reed cuts back against the grain. Oh, just got hit pretty good as he cut back. But he picked up yardage down to near the 40. 6-yard gain for Trey. All of a sudden, some of those Warrior gains, they're knocking off some pretty good territory here. When he first cut back, it looked like he might have had room to go. And the linebacker, number 55, that's Russ Gillian, was able to double back and take him down. 2nd and 4 for the Warriors. Eason off the left side, and he'll fall. He'll get taken down by an ankle tackle. It's going to be about 3rd and 1 or 2. We'll wait for the mark. 3rd and a long one at the Bulldog 37-yard line. 2:40 to go here in the 3rd. Warriors up 26-13. T-Art waits on the snap, gets it. It's off to Eason. He breaks through at the 35, coming around, trying to get around the corner at the 30, and he'll be drugged down at about the 29. So a 9-yard gain for Trey Eason, 1st and 10 Warriors. Trey's got a little bit of a limp. I think a full speed Trey Eason, he scored on that play. He's still gaining yards. Pretty good pieces there. 1st and 10 Warriors. Bulldog 29-yard line. Straight ahead Eason. And he just powers down to the 27. A couple yards on that play. Second and 8. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd period. 26-13, Warriors lead. Warriors go double tight. Wide receiver, one wide on each side. T-Art to Eason off the right side. Break. Oh, didn't break through it either. He's down to the 25. 2 more yards. 3rd and 6. Looks like he's about to break through for some open territory there. T-Art right close on that hash mark. T-Art come on, got the play from the coaches himself. Formation. Eason off the left side. He busts through down inside the 15, and a great hole on that left side down to the 13-yard line. And that'll be a 12-yard gain. Wow, this one looks like Trey lips around a little bit, and then he busted through there. Well, now they'll move it back to the 14. That's still a 11-yard gain. 1st and 10 Warriors. That's the biggest part. T-Art, high snap, gets it, saves it to Eason, goes around the corner, now cuts back inside and churns hard for about the 7 or 8 yard line. There's not much, nothing fancy about this drive. It's just handoff to Eason right and left down to the 7. He got, that didn't look like much of a play, and it ended up being 7-yard gain. Warrior line doing their part. That stands, and we'll get the rest of them in a minute on that side. Eason gets it this time, and he's going to get taken down at the 10. He's going to lose a couple of yards. And I think that's going to be the last play of the 3rd period. We have played 3. The Anadarko Warriors 26, the Lexington Bulldogs 13. We'll take a break and come back with the 4th period. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. 1 minute. No. Well, you may not be, but usually I do know it when it happens. start this fourth period. It's going to be a 3rd and about 6 for the Warriors at the Bulldog 10-yard line. Warriors leading 26-13. Trey Eason has carried the ball 29 times so far. I don't have a running total. He had 125 yards in the first half. He's added to that considerably. He's over 200 yards tonight. Big 3rd down here for the Warriors. Hand off to Eason off the right side. Breaks off the right tackle down. See where it's going to be a 4th and maybe 1. Looks like he's going to be maybe less than 1, actually. Just the ball is on the straddling the 5-yard line. 11:30 to go in the ball game. Warriors up 26-13. A huge 4th down play here for the Warriors. Double tight, one wide receiver on each side. Handoff straight up ahead. Eason, he breaks it through down to near the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors! Referee on the far side's hands. What a hole on that left side. The Warriors have found something they really need it. That's where they go. And it's a 5-yard touchdown run for Trey Eason. The Warriors have increased their lead with 11:10 to go. 32-13. Needed 1, not 5. Go for 2. TR goes left, looking. Now he scrambles back. And he throws one in the far corner. Oh, just couldn't quite get the head. He was scrambling around. Who was that over there? Dayton Mosier. Red saw him scrambling, so he went for the open far corner, but the Bulldogs got there at the same time as the ball did, and the ball went empty. A great job on that offensive line. That's Billy Nunn, and I think it was Teague Stans on that side. And they maybe even went with a heavy low, or what they call an overshift, with David Hompo was in there too on that side. Just great blocking by that front line on that last drive. And the Warriors starting to assert themselves. You see the coaches, a lot of congratulations on those linemen down there for the effort they put out. The Warriors haven't seen a 19-point lead in a few games. I think the Comanche game's the only game this year, well, and the Chickasha game. That was the difference in the Chickasha game. So Ryan Pollard will be kicking the ball off. Lexington kind of read some body language out there. They've kind of deflated them. The Warriors can't get careless. They've shown they can score quickly as they have that one-play drive on a long pass. Pollard ready to kick it as soon as the referee gives him the whistle. There we go. And the ball's hitting into 30, going inside, and it'll go out of bounds. So that is technically a penalty on the Warriors. Kick out of bounds. It's a placement. It's not a yardage mark off. It's a placement in the. I think Lexington does want the coaches had the option to place it at the 35 or kick over. They want to kick over. They had some success in the first half with field position. A couple of them got it into Warrior territory. Right now, Lexington needs something big to happen for them to get back in this game. But the Warrior defense has done an outstanding job this third period, stopping 2 Lexington drives. Pollard comes to the line this time. It's a higher kick, and it goes deeper back into the 20, and they'll run to that sideline, but the Warriors cut them off, and there's going to be a block in the back against the stop at about the 25, and the Warriors, even the kickoff team is more excited. They come down that field, and who's coming up off the bottom of it? Kyle White, Kyle Jones, and Eddie Perez. Not only did they a good kick by Pollard, but then Taryn Wilhoit cut off that out of bounds so they couldn't run to the sideline like they've had a lot of success. And he cut back upfield. He was tackled, and then there was a block in the back, and that's going to move it all the way back to the Bulldog 13-yard line. For the Bulldogs. 11 minutes even to go in the game. Bulldogs are going to have to start to loosen it up a little bit now. Hand off to Smith, and he kind of falls forward for a couple. Actually, he was kind of looking for a place to land. He got through the Warrior line and just fell forward out to give him about 2 yards. Second and 8 for the Bulldogs. In particular hurry, which is good for the Warriors with that clock running. Bulldogs hands off to Smith again, and he might get another couple. And he is bear hugged down there by Xavier Smith. Xavier's got to know him quite well tonight. 2 yards on that one. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. 10-minute mark in the game. Warriors up 32-13. Gets a play, gets it in. And pitch, and the ball's on the ground and covered there by one of the Bulldogs, but it'll be a loss back to the 15-yard line. As quarterback Fritos pitched it back to Estrada, but it wasn't a real good pitch, and so the Bulldogs were back to punt. And that's Cameron Webster. Right on board and standing in actually in Bulldog territory to anticipate this punt. And the Warriors came after it, but it's a short punt and it's picked up upfield by who's that for one of the Warriors. It's going to get about 5 or 6 yards. Joseph Anderson. He's got ball carrier fever in him now that he scored that touchdown on the pass. The ball was actually hit at about the 30-yard line, was bouncing around. There wasn't any Bulldogs close, so Joseph picked it up and he ran it down to the 23-yard line, the Bulldogs. The Warriors could really put some icing on the cake. They could put this in on a short field. 9:03 to go. Eason comes around the left side. There's a wall here at the 20, the 15, down the sideline, the 10, 5, touchdown Warriors! 23-yard touchdown run for the Warriors, and it's 38-13. One play drive. Trey Eason with his 4th touchdown of the night. And Goomba is going to get it on the extra point. He bounces in and out and back inside, just dancing around until he gets across the goal line. Jakari Goomba with a 2-point conversion. And the Warriors are now up 40-13. $8:54 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. Yep, and they just stand around. Broke their spirit. Just on. Yeah.
And a 2-point conversion good is number 8, Bakari Bloomberg. Number 50, Billy Collins, to keep it off the Warriors. And by deep, number 7, Zach Smith for 1100 Finland for the Bulldogs.
And gets past the ball carrier and rolls back to about the 2-yard line, picked up there with the Bulldogs, and the Warriors are and has it down in the end zone? No, they're going to say it was at the 1-yard line, but I'm afraid they're going to get a horse collar call on the tackle. Oh, a great kick got past the big back, stopped at about the 1, so he picked it up, got up to about the 3, and then the Warriors coming down on pursuit, were able to take him down and just barely in the field of play. But I think I saw a flag which could be, no, they didn't wave it off. The Bulldogs are going to have it at their own 1-yard line. What field position all of a sudden? Their own 13 and their own 1 on their last 2 possessions. Coach Hall's out on the field wanting an explanation. I think it was only the jersey and not the whole. You got to have the shoulder pads. Now he wants a timeout to talk to the ref. And he's going to get a talk with the ref. He's coming out to meet the ref. He's out past the numbers. The referee said, you can go back and stand over there. And now Coach Hall is pointing at the referee that threw the flag, and the other ref that was the head, Bruce Chalksall is the head referee, and he was standing right there and saw the whole thing. And he is explaining to Coach Hall that why he waved it off. And Coach Hall keeps pointing back at the other ref. Well, he threw the flag, but it will be to no avail. So the Warriors, after a couple of weeks of frustration, have busted loose here offensively and defensively. And lead 40-13 over a good team. They were undefeated until tonight, and it's still not over, but their Warriors ahead 40-13 with 8:44 to go. Bulldogs have it on their own 1-yard line. 1st and 10. Now the Bulldogs are back out on the field. And the long count, the Warriors didn't jump. The Bulldogs will still have plenty of time on the play clock. Hand off to Smith, and he might get one. Joseph Anderson, and who's the other? Who else is getting up off that pile? Dace Granger in on that tackle. Zach Smith got him a little breathing room, but not a full yard though. So it's 2nd and call it 9 for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs were ever behind the. They don't get plays in very quick. They'd have trouble on a catch-up 2-minute drill. Now hand off to Finley out. He'll get taken down by Kyle Jones, I believe. He got out to the 6-yard line. Could be 3rd and about 5 for the Bulldogs. Move the wide receiver over to the far side. The 20, 15, and down to the 11 or 12. We'll see where they mark it. The Warriors have played this whole third period in Bulldog territory, both offensively and defensively. Call it the 12-yard line. Braydon Gordon was able to field one, and none of those punts earlier were even capable of being fielded. And Braydon made the most of it. Bulldogs. Big Jakari Goodbye in at tailback. He'll take it, goes right the middle, and that kicks out a little bit. He'll get down to the 9. About a 3-yard gain for Goodbye. Kyle White brings the play in. Warriors can take some time each play clock. They're taking a little time in the huddle. Let the play clock go down. Some things for a sophomore quarterback to learn: game management. T-Art's done a pretty good job of that. It's T-Art and Goombye in the backfield. Snap. Gives the Goombye. It's faking. T-Art keeps it. He goes around the left side. He's down to near the 5-yard line. I faked me out as well as some of the Bulldog defense. See where they're going to mark it at the 3. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Don T-Art doing some good fake handoffs there. A 6-yard gain. 3rd and 1 for the Warriors. At the Bulldog 3. 4, I guess it is now. They need to get to the 3. Snap back, hand off the Goombye, and he's going to scoot into the for a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run, Jakari Goombye. His first touchdown of the night. And the Warriors are rolling, 46-13. Side as they go for 2, and Goombye straight up the middle, but he bounces outside and he's going to scoot in. Great blocking. Curtis Osceola with a tremendous block out there on the outside. Took out 2, the safety and the linebacker, and Jakari was able to just scoot into the end zone. And Goombye has his second PAT run, and it is 48-13. 5:45 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. Pollard gets ready to kick off. It's a 9. That may be the best kick of the year. It's in the air, high back to the 10. Going wide, the Bulldogs trying to set up their wall. Curtis Osceola waits on him over there and takes him down at just past the 20-yard line.
Number 11, Hunter Finley bringing out to the Bulldogs.
Call it the, let's see, 21 or 22 is where I think they're going to mark it. Call it the 22. 21. Excuse me, now he moves it back a little bit. That's where the Bulldogs will take over their own 21. 5:35 to go in the ball game. Prevost still in there at quarterback. And off the snap off the side, and he's going nowhere. That's Kyle Jones. And I believe that's Ben Rolane. Yes, in on that tackle. 1 yard gain for Smith. Second and 9 for the Bulldogs at the near the 24-yard line. And the ball's loose on the ground, and the Warriors get it as Prevost pulled the ball up and pulled it out and was going to toss it, but he lost control of it. And actually, the two guys were going for it, didn't realize they're on the same team. It was Teague Stans and Kyle Jones. I think Teague ended up with it. Second fumble of the night for the Bulldogs, and the Warriors, they get the ball in Bulldog territory again at the 23. So they've started in this period, in the last 3 possessions, at the Bulldog 23, the Bulldog 12, and the Bulldog 23. The Warrior defense has just slammed the door on the Bulldog offense, and the Warrior offense has also responded and done their part. And a total domination here of Warrior football. We'd like to say this is a pretense of cruising right on into the playoffs, but the Warriors now that go on the road. If they keep it up when they go on the road next week for Purcell, and then the following week at Bridge Creek. I think the Warriors are going to get some. We're going to see some fresh jerseys in there. We'll try to get some numbers to you as we can. Quarterback, goodbye, and he goes right in the middle, waiting on something, almost like Jakari was waiting on it. The Warriors were not trying to run the score up, they just ran it straight up the middle, nothing fancy. David Lopez out there, one of the wideouts. Who's number 45? That's Colton Sneed out there playing one of the tight ends. John Mark Holton out there. Jordan Foreman is in there. It's going to be 2nd and 6. I think Foreman. Let's see who's in. Going to keep it around the left side. Nothing there. Cuts back against the grain. And we'll just get back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's Foreman playing quarterback. So no gain essentially. The ball's right on the Bulldog 20-yard line. Coach is trying to get as many young guys in there to get a little experience. Braden Side, who plays some defense, is getting to play a little offense now. 3.5 minutes to go. Warriors up 48-13.
Come on, Warrior fans, time to get loud.
Foreman will be taking the snaps. Goomba behind him at tailback. Foreman to Goomba around the side, and he's going to go inside the first down, and he breaks a tackle. He's going in the end zone. 20-yard touchdown run by Jakari Goomba. And it's like, I want in on some of this scoring stuff. Jakari's trying to do his part. Very basic run, nothing fancy. The coaches aren't, intentionally trying to jack up the score, but can't keep young men from hustling. 54-13 with 3:05 to go. And this score score might get some people's attention around the state. So the Warriors in the go for two mode, as they have been since the first game of the year. Foreman's going to keep it going around the left side, and he's going to be smothered at about the 5-yard line.
With the 20-yard TD run, number 8, Victoria.
So the Warriors up 54-13 with 3:05 to go in the game. We'll take another break. We're listening to Warrior Football on 98.5 KACO. Once it finally kicked in gear, it just exploded. And you just sensed it was so close for so long. And I don't know that, I don't know if Lexington is that good, but they look good doing what they're doing. That's what makes it look better. Ourselves, it's a tough place to play next week. Anytime you go on the road, that happens a little. Making a habit of kicking off here. You got that last one was by far his best one I think all year as far as high and deep. He's not going to go along the ground. He picked up at the 20. And the Bulldogs, the Warriors are figuring out their kickoff return. They're trying to go that side, and Warriors aren't going to have anything to do with that. Take it down to about the 20. And that's Bragon Gordon. And another number there is Braden Dunn. First and 10 Bulldogs at their own 30. That's the best field position they've had this half. Is the 30-yard line. They had at their own 29, their own 27, their own 13, their own 1, and their own 21, and now their own 30. Warrior defense has done their job. And good kickoff coverage. That helps too. Pujols and pitches out to Estrada. He comes around the corner at the 35, tries to cut back against the grain, and he'll be near the 40, close to a first down. We'll wait on the mark. Yeah, let's see. We'll get a lot of some new ones out there. 60. That's side, and number 66, Gabriel Castro, in on that tackle. On the Dayton Mosier. Okay, Dayton playing in the secondary. It's a sign of how good the front line has done, but we haven't heard very many tackles by the secondary. They'll get them before they get back there. Hand off to Smith, and he's gathered up quickly right at the line of scrimmage by side. And it'll be a 1-yard gain. That'll be enough for first and 10 as Smith carried the ball to the 41. Bulldogs on 41. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Warriors up 54-13. At the half, the Bulldogs had cut the lead down, and they were going to get the ball to start the second half. A little bit of concern, but the Warriors will take more than taking care of that. Now going around the side, the Bulldogs will get about a 7-yard gain. And Braden Gordon, and who is the Eddie Perez in on the tackle. Bulldogs get it up to their own 49-yard line. It'll be second and about 2. Minute 15 to go in the game. Bulldogs in no particular hurry. Long count. Smith gets it. He'll get across midfield down to the 45 of the Warriors. And it'll be Ryan Pollard in on that back. Another one there close on the tackle is Sean Wells. minute to go here. Bulldogs may run one, maybe two more plays. They are really in no hurry, already down by 41 points. And it should be a penalty. There was two. Estrada just about got caught in the backfield. It'll come back wherever it goes because there was two men moving at the time. Estrada's chased down on the far side by Sean Wells and John Mark Holton. He was coming to the right, and there were a number of Warriors waiting on him over there, so he reversed field and went all the way across. One of those that was waiting on him was Joey White. Just come in. 25 seconds, maybe one more play. If they want to run a play, they'll have to. Game clock is at 25 and play clock is under that. And Smith will get the ball and he'll be tackled with Joey White after about a 5-yard gain. And Braydon Gordon. And that should be it. 10 seconds to go. I don't think Lexington wants to run any more plays. And the Ann Arbor Warriors, even their record at 4-4, overall 2-2 in the district. Heading into next week's game with the Purcell Dragons. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a wrap-up show. You're listening to Warriors Football on 98.5 KACO. 3 minutes. Back, and you'd kind of like to think maybe the Warriors are back as far as the Warriors put on quite a offensive and defensive display tonight, especially in the second half, as they took a 26-13 lead into the dressing room at halftime, and or 20-13, excuse me. And they exploded in the second half, 34 points while holding the Bulldogs. I don't even think they got a first down until that last drive as they were running out the clock. Just a tremendous team effort here from all facets of the game. Started off the scoring the very first drive. The Warriors got on the board, and there's nothing better than a good start. They got it at their John Mark Holden made a tremendous catch of a high onside kick. Gave the Warriors great field position at the 45-yard line to start the game, their own 45, and the Warriors went the length of the field to score at the 7:33 mark, and that the pass failed for the extra point. It was 6-0. In the second period, a lot of scoring in the second period, both ways. The second play of the second period, in fact, Trey Eason with a 1-yard run, 11:24 to go in the half. The run failed for the extra point. It's 12-0. But the Bulldogs come right back. Estrada on a 2-yard run. Caden Jones with the kick made it 12-7 at 5:50 to go. Warriors come right back. 14-yard TR run. Probably his best run of the year so far, of his career actually. Eason ran for the 2-point conversion. It's 20-7 with 3:43 to go. But the Bulldogs took a good punt return all the way down to Warrior 43 and a 1-yard drive, a 43-yard pass from Rivos to Webster. Made it 20-13. A bad snap on the extra point. The Warriors were able to snuff that out. And that's why it wasn't halftime, 20-13. Third period really didn't do a whole lot. So the Warriors took the ball and started at the 9:25 mark at their own 30. They went the length of the field and the 14-yard on a fourth down play, fourth and goal, a 14-yard screen pass from TR to Joseph Anderson. The run failed for the extra point. It's 26-13. Warriors come right back. Their defense snuffed them. The Warriors start another drive. 11:10 to go in the fourth. A 5-yard Trey Eason run. And then a 23-yard Trey Eason run at 8:54 to mark. And Jakari Gumbai ran for the 2 on that one and made it 40-13. Then Jakari Gumbai took over the scoring at 5:45 to go in the game. And at 3:05 to go with a 4-yard run and a 2-yard run by Jakari. And Jakari added a PAT on the 4-yard run for our final score of 54-13. Looking at the stats for the Warriors, Trey Eason, 32 carries for 240 yards and 4 touchdowns. And 1 or 2 PAT runs. 1, I guess it was. For Damon Tiart, 7 carries for 33. Jakari Gumbai, 6 carries for 39. And there was 1 pass reception, and that was that screen pass, Joseph Anderson, to got it. That just seemed to open the game up. That play, a great play for the coaches. And TR did a great job of laying over, but Anderson as he turned upfield, there was a guy kind of in the area, but he just kind of slid right by him, and he was going to that end zone. He had some great blocking, but he was going to that end zone. And that gave the Warriors a 2-touchdown lead, and from then on, it was just pile it on, baby, pile it on. And so the Warriors feeling good about themselves for the first time in a few weeks, as it's been the last couple of weeks, just they know they could play better than what they exhibited. It just seemed like things didn't get untracked tonight. That train was on the track and it was rolling right on downhill. The Warriors again, 54-13. Move on to Purcell, take on the Purcell Dragons next week. And Purcell beat Marlow on their home field, so we know what we're up against. It'll be a tough road trip. The Warriors will continue on with that offense like they did tonight. They'll be okay. 2 games left, and it's a march towards the playoffs at this point for the Warriors. So great job. And the last thing of duty tonight for us is the Ridge Runner Roofing Player of the Game, and it goes to Joseph Anderson tonight. Both offense, defense, and special teams. He made a number of tackles on defense, caught that touchdown pass. He was one of those lead blockers on that left side when they were blowing him away. And he also a couple of kickoff tackles on kickoffs. I mean, he's an all-purpose player. So congratulations to Joseph Anderson tonight as the Ridge Runner Roofing Razor Roof Player of the Game. We want to thank all of our sponsors: First Bank of Anadarko, Anadarko Surplus Sales, Joe's Burgers and Steaks, Step and Fetch Convenience Store, Bank of Commerce, member FDIC, and Ridge Runner Roofing for their part as regular sponsor and as the Razor Roof Player of the Game award. Great folks, and we know that you'll let them know how much you appreciate them helping to bring these games to you. I want to thank CR back at the station helping me keeping the switches on and off. We've got a great picture out on the field right now. All the senior cheerleaders and the senior football players together in a pose out there. It's really cool. And what a senior night they've had tonight. All the pink on the cheerleaders for Pink Out for breast cancer awareness also. I didn't hear the final total. They had a big fundraiser this week. And I did hear the crowd cheer, so I know it was a great son that was doing breast cancer research. A lot of good things going on here at the high school, folks, and well throughout the school system. And you have to be a part of it, be a positive part of it every chance you get. This is Don Coble, and I want to thank not only CR, but Perry Broadcasting letting me be a part of this. So until next Friday night, I'm not sure if it's a 7 or 7:30 kickoff yet at Purcell. Just watch the signboard or watch the paper, and you'll find out. And we'll be there whenever it is at Purcell next Friday night. If you haven't been to Purcell to the field in a while, it's in the northeast side of town. I don't know. I think it's called Van Buren Street that'll get you there. We were looking at it on the map today to make sure if you can get a chance to go. But we'll be there one way or the other. So, again, until that next Friday night, folks, thank you so much for listening. Both those of you on the radio and those of you that were streaming, appreciate it so much you being a part of this. And continue to support the Warriors. Wear your purple and be proud. This is Don Coble on behalf of Perry Broadcasting saying good night, Anadarko.